not come all the way in?
Who's that?
My roommate?
Your roommate?
Yeah. Dr. Roger Coleridge, this is Jim Callett. Jim Callett, Roger. Introduce yourself.
Hello.
Yeah. Roger.
Yeah, we met at Greenberg's Delicatessen. And then he got something in his eye.
Oh. It's gone. Worked its way out.
Oh, good. Okay, well, in that case, then.
Look, I had no idea that you intended on entertaining tonight, Dee, so I don't mind in the least going back to the hospital.
No. You just stay here, because you have to read. You're really tired. He gets so tired all the time. He's on his feet all the time. He works so hard. He's a surgeon.
Well, I can take intracranial surgery over to the staff lounge and put my feet up.
Roger.
Wait, may I ask a question?
Of course.
Are you two living together?
Well, we're sharing my apartment, but we're not living together in the sense that I'm sure you...
Look, I don't think you have to tell this personal business to a total stranger.
Well, excuse me. I thought you said he was your friend.
No, we just met.
I don't understand this.
Well, Delia will explain it to you. Enjoy yourself.
Look, Roger, don't do this, okay? Because this isn't what I want.
What is it you want, Dee? I'm sure Jim would appreciate an answer to that, too.
Just help me, okay? Please. You know what I hope?
What?
I hope that someday you're hanging by your fingertips in the Empire State Building, and you see me and you beg for help, and I say, oh, no, I can't help you because you have to be mature, you have to be self-reliant, and you go help yourself.
Oh, forewarned, I will never find myself in your company on top of the Empire State Building. Have fun.
Roger. Okay, I'll do it, okay? I'll do it myself. Look, I have to say I'm sorry. I must have given you the wrong impression in the delicatessen before. But thank you for walking me home. But I think you better go now.
One of us is crazy.
Don't say that.
Listen, I'm ready to admit it's me. Good night.
Good night.
You are rotten. You are the meanest, the most selfish. I will never forgive you for the rest of my life.
For what?
For scaring me. For embarrassing me. For pretending that I brought him here for... You know what I mean.
Well, not completely. Why did you bring him home?
Sit down, I'll be right with you. Good evening to you, Mr. Desmond.
You not use an adding machine?
No, it goes faster in my head. Now, look, I'm no mathematical genius. But I'll tell you something. When you get taught arithmetic by the Sisters of St. Joseph, you stay taught. How about a beer?
Oh, I'd love that. Thanks.
Good. Now, I can add, I can subtract, and I can diagram an English sentence. Give a man those basic skills, plus a little faith, hope, and charity, and he can handle almost any situation.
Hmm?
Plus, maybe you throw in a little knowledge of the principles of electricity and a grasp of the internal combustion engine. But you don't agree?
No. I was just trying to apply that to my current situation. Perhaps my problems in the area of faith, hope, and charity are more accurately faith and Pat, hope and charity.
Patrick?
Yeah, I need some help about Patrick, Johnny.
What kind of help?
Well, reassurance, mainly.
Relative to what?
Well, I'm making trouble for myself and Faith because I resent what feelings she still has for him. I resent his presence in her life, even in a peripheral way. Most of all, I guess, I resent his presence in her mind. Pat's on her mind a lot, and, well, I'm angry and I'm jealous.
I assume you said these things to face.
I have, and that's what's made the trouble. I said some of them to Pat himself.
Well, as a start, I mean, you're trying to attack the problem head on.
Yes, but it makes Faith angry and defensive. She has to be feeling trapped.
Did she say that?
No. She says that she's still willing to give the marriage a chance, if I let it happen. So when I'm out of trouble with the immigration, we're going to have another look at it and decide whether or not we want to go on with it.
Well, you don't believe her.
Well, I do, Johnny. In my head, I know she means it. I know that she wants to be in love with me. I also know that she isn't. The person Faith loves is Pat Ryan.
And you're afraid that when your year or whatever is up, she'll leave you and go to Patrick, because by then he'll be free. Tom?
My God, you know, you said that to me simply and directly, and I sat here in a rage at you.
Well, I tell you, man, you are giving yourself some heavy trouble. Now, what does Patrick say?
Oh, he says that he'll respect the marriage, you know. He doesn't want to complicate Faith's life any more than he already has.
Well, he means that, Tom.
I think that's what I wanted to hear. That's really what I wanted you to tell me. Now, if you could tell me that he isn't in love with her.
Come on, Tom, I can't tell you that. But I do know this. Pat's very aware of the pain he's caused Faith. He regrets it. He'll never do anything else to her.
Had a 15-minute break, so I said, Chase, you've got to cover for me if I'm late. Because I had to talk to my sister.
Well, here I am.
You know what I feel like? Climbing up on your bed and watching you practice your ballet exercises. While you explain to me that boys are human beings, too.
Well, I wish I knew as much now as I thought I did then. What's the matter?
Tom,
Come on, sit down. What?
I think you were right from the beginning.
About what?
The marriage. I don't want it to be a mistake. I want to learn to love him. But I don't think he's going to let me.
Let you what?
Jill, he won't give me any room. He is so jealous about Pat, and it's coloring everything else.
Tom?
Tom. Sweet, loving, giving Tom. Oh, he's still that way. Unless and until it comes to Pat. If he has anything to do of where I am or what I'm thinking. And then he becomes angry, jealous, obsessive, withdrawn, and I can't deal with it. I just can't. I'm frightened. Not for me. For him. Because it is so irrational.
Oh, Faith.
We had a good one tonight at the hospital. I was in the medicine room with Pat, and Tom saw us. Well, Bucky's leaving.
No, I know. I saw him this afternoon.
Well, so I went in to talk to Pat about a going-away party for him. Things have been so bad that Pat and I agreed not to see each other at all.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. But when I heard the news about Bucky, I was upset. Really upset. So I went in to talk to Pat, and Tom walked by and became furious. Jill, I can't live with that.
No, of course you can't, but you have to tell him that.
I don't know what to do. I don't want to say anything before I'm prepared to act on it. And acting means a separation, I guess. And I'm not so sure that would solve anything.
No, wait a minute. I wasn't talking in terms of a separation. I mean, talking to him and telling him that it has to stop.
No, you don't understand. He would control it if he could. But he's miserable, too.
Oh. I don't know what to say to you.
Maybe there isn't anything to say. Maybe a separation would help. Maybe if Tom moved into his old apartment for
No,
a
wait
while,
a
we
minute. If that's what you're planning, and Tom still has the lease to that apartment, don't let me know about it.
Why?
Because if immigration gets wind to that, they might come to me. And if I don't know, I don't have to lie. And I'll tell you another thing. If you're planning a separation, even a temporary one, it could have a very negative effect on his naturalization.
Oh, I am feeling ever so trapped.
Hi.
Hello?
Hello. I'm not leaving on your account, but I have 20 seconds to be back on duty.
Well, I hope you're wearing your track shoes.
Well, not exactly. Jill, thank you.
Oh, come on. Good luck. And keep me posted, all right?
I will.
Good night.
Try again.
All right?
I'm sorry about the tone of things between you and me this afternoon.
So am I.
I was angry for a lot of reasons. One being that I really want you with me on this campaign trip.
In theory.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means that, in fact, there would be no time for me on this campaign trip. I really think it's very important that we start to separate fact from fantasy.
Are you suggesting that our plans for you and Edmund and little John and me are fantasy?
No, I'm just saying that, in fact, the plans that we made as a family do not coexist with Ray's plans for you as her candidate, and in November, her senator.
Could we leave Ray out of this?
Oh, I wish we could.
She isn't planning my life.
All right, then let me say that your ambition and your commitment to your public life preclude the kind of commitment that we hope for in our private lives.
Says who?
Says anyone, Frank, that looks realistically at the past 3 months.
To me, the past 3 months have meant wanting to spend more time with you and Edmund, but not having the time left over from a commitment I made prior to our reconciliation. A commitment you said you understood.
The problem is I understand it better now than I ever have.
Meaning what?
Meaning that you want to win this election to the United States Senate more than you've ever wanted anything in your life, including Edmund and me.
How do you know that?
Because I know you. You've gotten everything you wanted since the first day you were born. And for the past 3 months, you've been getting politics 24 hours a day, and therefore
So, you are defining for me what I am and what I want, but it's all coming out of your head, not mine. Talk about fantasy. You wrote the book.
You know, this gets me so mad. I mean, it's like we're on separate roads, heading off in different directions, and nobody knows where to get off. It scares me. Frank.
Let's try, without fighting, to work this out. Now.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that you brought Jim home so good old Roger would bail you out.
No, I didn't do that. He insisted upon coming back here.
Oh, his place or yours? And Roger was at yours to provide a deterrent because you got in over your head.
No.
Don't lie to me.
No!
Delia!
Yes.
That's better. Now, let's straighten a few things out. I am not your duenna.
My what?
Chaperone, guardian.
Oh.
You may not conduct these little light-hearted flirtations and then come flying to me for protection just because some poor devil tries to translate talk into action. These kind of things can get physical, and I deplore violence, especially when it's directed to me.
Okay.
Furthermore, you will not set forth on these little voyages of self-fulfillment, and when things don't proceed to your expectations, come home and dump on Roger.
How do I do that?
Oh, Roger, you're so mean to me. Roger, I'll never forgive you for this. You weren't mad at me, Delia. And if you were, it was irrational. You're angry at yourself. So don't take your temper out on me.
You have anything else to say?
Yes. I'd like to make sure that you understand what happened here tonight.
I got myself into something, and I was counting on you to get me out of it. That's let me down, and you did.
That is nonsense. Now, why did you go out by yourself in the first place?
Because I wanted to go out. I wanted you to take me out.
And?
Because I deserve to go out.
And?
Because I wanted to show you.
What?
No, that's it. That's it. I just wanted to show you. That's all.
The kind of trouble that you can get into if I refuse to take care of you.
Maybe.
I'll accept that.
I just, I felt very, very strange, though.
By what?
Well, he reminded me of that man. Like Lloyd.
The man in the hotel?
Yeah. Roger, I was never bothered by strangers before.
Tell me what happened at Greenberg's.
Well, I came in and, we looked at each other.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, then he started talking to me. And he was really nice. Oh, he plays squash.
I see.
Well, I guess I started, coming on to him a little bit. Just a little bit, just a little.
Yes?
All of a sudden, he invited me over to his place, or he said he had to come over to my place.
And?
And maybe I wanted to teach you a lesson and have you get me out of it.
Only?
Only that didn't work.
Is that all?
Yeah, what else is there? I mean, it was really dumb, and I ended up getting myself out of it. I got myself out of it. I did that. And I realized that I was being dumb and stupid. And I realized that all by myself. I did that. Roger, does that mean that I'm more mature, right?
Exactly, Delia.
Oh, that's terrific.
Yeah.
I love you. Let's begin with that.
I love you too.
And I love my son.
I know you do.
Well, we can't be too far off base then. Only I'm afraid to say anything more. But what happens next is that I leave town early tomorrow morning. You and Edmund, I guess, stay here. I'll call you every night.
Yes?
Then, when it's all over, I'll come back home. And we'll go very carefully. We'll take it one day at a time. We won't look ahead by months or even weeks. We'll just share every day as it comes. And believe me, Jill, some days are going to be better than others.
What? 1 out of 10, 1 out of 15?
I won't do that.
I have to. And not for me, for Edmund. Don't want our son to grow up with a sense that his father, day after day, time and again, chose to be away from him.
Oh, no.
Damn it. Hello.
Hi, can you talk?
No. No, I can't.
Uh-oh. Well, I'm sorry. Somehow I thought after this afternoon, you might not be around.
On the contrary.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Good night.
Good luck.
Seneca.
Yes.
He's always there, isn't he?
No, he is not.
So what do I do? Figure for the next 3 weeks he's going to be here every night?
That is an unwarranted assumption.
And at the beach house every weekend? Because I guess he provides some sort of a father figure to Edmund. But there's just one small complication. He doesn't happen to be Edmund's father. He just wants Edmund's mother.
That's enough of that. We've established that when you are away, it's none of your business whom I see and how much time I spend with them. Particularly since I haven't seen fit to comment on the fact that beginning tomorrow you will be in the company of Ray 20 hours a day.
If you haven't accepted my professional relationship with Ray Woodard, and you obviously haven't, then how in hell do you expect me to accept Seneca Bolak, whose relationship with you isn't even honest?
What are you talking about?
He's pretending to be your friend, just like he pretended to be Edmund's father. And he's going about it for the same purpose. He wants you, and he doesn't care how he gets you.
Give me some credit.
For what? You're encouraging him.
I am entitled to friends.
But I'm not entitled to a campaign manager?
Just stop this. Stop it, because it's making me furious. We're supposed to be here trying to share our lives together, and here we are fighting about Ray and Seneca.
All right, then. Share. Come with me.
You are out of your mind.
Either you accept me for what I am and want to share some part of that, or where are we?
Oh, I share and I accept it, and you get yourself elected. Is that it? Well, I don't know where we are anymore. But I really think we're at the end of the line.
Brad Pitt, Cher, Liam Neeson, Sarah Jessica Parker, Nicolas Cage. SoapNet has the biggest names in the movies you want to watch. The Sunday Night Movie, Sunday nights at 10 p.m. on SoapNet.